This is me. And these are my kids. And this is our life. And this is our TikTok. Well, technically it's my TikTok, but you'll see the kids here. You get the gist. So I just got home from work. That has to be the fattest thing I've ever seen somebody do. That is the fattest thing I've ever witnessed. Did you really make 2 donuts into one, like a sandwich?
Yeah.
It's a good thing you have a fast metabolism. I can see this going really, really terribly for you. We are about to enjoy like the best bath, one of the best baths I've taken. Believe it or not, there are so many benefits in a rose bath. Adding rose petals to your bath water is good for a multitude of things. The visuals, absolutely stunning to me, but there really actually are benefits that I desperately needed during this stage of my pregnancy. I still do need it. It's good for exfoliating, it's good for hydrating, it's good for moisturizing your skin. Rose petals really actually have benefits. So if you got rose petals and you're not doing anything else with them, dump them in the bathtub. There's actual benefits. There's truth to adding rose petals to your water. I don't always traditionally make traditional food for lunch for my kids. It really depends on what I'm actually in the mood for and what I want or what I want to make. So it's very common that you'll see a lunch like I'm making now and it looks like it should be a dinner meal. But based on the lunch I have will help me dictate what we have for dinner. I might do something that's going to be a little lighter, not as heavy, and vice versa. So that's why the lunch is what it is today. I also don't typically buy chicken thighs. I usually only get like chicken breasts just because it's so versatile. But I wanted to step outside of my little comfort zone and try something different. So the first thing I did when I was prepping our lunch was I made a marinade for the chicken. I used a crap load of garlic cloves and olive oil, and then I blended that all up and I seasoned them up really, really good. I don't really remember what exactly I used to season my chicken, but if you're interested in making anything like what I'm making, just use common sense. I know it's not that common, but It's chicken. Just season it the way it's supposed to be seasoned. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like chicken is common sense, you know? Well, it's too bad. I don't remember what I put on here anyway, but season it to your liking. After I had my marinade all ready to go, I coated my chicken, I massaged it in, and then I put it all in a Ziploc bag and tossed it in the refrigerator so it could just marinate for a few hours. Once it was time to cook the chicken after it marinated for a few hours, I added a red onion to it and covered it up, and I just let that cook on low. When in doubt, just add rice. So I made some white rice. This random sauce that I'm making on the side is actually for a completely different meal that I made the following day, but I wanted to make it now, that way I can make, tomorrow easier. So I just used a block of cream cheese. I used an entire tube of tomato paste. I seasoned that up, and then I actually also added shredded cheddar cheese to it as well. And this is going to be going on pasta for the following day. Every time I get cauliflower, it ends up going bad because I don't make it quick enough, and I wanted to actually be able to use what I bought. So I actually had to cut this up. I pre-cut it and then I froze it because 2-3 more days it was going to go bad. It always does. I don't know what it is, but I never get around to making it. So since I already have this cauliflower already cut up, I tossed it on a baking sheet and I added some seasonings and I tossed that right into the oven. Mr. Krabs angry. Let me see. So you wanted to know what a strike is? What is that, baby? A strike is when people refuse to go to work and they do quiet protests outside of their place of employment, more than likely. It is very, very rare that you will ever see me directly just give my kids pure sugar. But I had a bit of a pregnancy moment and I wanted some powdered donuts, and I felt kind of bad about trying to eat the whole bag to myself. So I was like, you know what? To avoid the guilt about me just consuming damn near anything, let me give some to the kids for their dessert. So I gave them each a Halo, 3 powdered donuts, and then what you're looking at, it's actually made of apple. It's like an apple bar. There's got some other things in there, but it's all organic, all natural, and it actually tastes pretty good, believe it or not. A lot of these healthy bars that they sell usually taste like garbage. They usually taste like chalk. Don't ask why I know what chalk tastes like. Once upon a time, I used to be a kid. The ice cubes I'm using are lemonade, so it's kind of like lemonade, just like a watered down version. So this is what the boys are gonna have to drink with their lunch.
Handsome.
You know you're handsome? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. Of course I'm going to have tea because it's a rainy day and it's like a comfort thing. It's absolutely perfect for the weather. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that this tea is actually lavender and mint, and it's so good. It's so good. I don't know, it just fits the entire vibe. It fits the mood. It's like, why not have something that's warm and satisfying and calming and relaxing while it's pouring cats and dogs outside? It is perfect. And we're heading back to work because what would life be if I didn't go to work during my entire pregnancy? I've implemented so many of the daily tasks that I have had to do and that I do into Jaden's chores. But I wanted to give him a little break. Plus, the dishes were coming out of the dishwasher and they were scorching hot. And I needed to put them away before I left for work. I wanted to put them away before I left for work because there really is nothing more annoying than coming home to a sink full of dishes, or they're in the dishwasher and you still gotta put them away. I'm sorry guys, I have OCD, I'm very particular, I'm weird, so sometimes I just do things because I feel like I have to, which definitely is my OCD. Before I went to work, I emptied out the dishwasher, making less work for myself for the following morning and less things I have to scream at my kid for. I started having Jaden escort me outside to the lift that I get in to go to work because everything was starting to really become heavy because my body weight was heavier. So I'm like, wait, I got this like 5'4" teenage boy. You help me down. You help me to the front door. You can carry my bags. Help. By this point, carrying my purse on like my left shoulder made me unbalanced because I was like midsection heavy, and that was already a task trying to keep upright and walk straight with. So my bags definitely threw me off. What do you do when you have kids? Utilize them. Although it's DoorDash, I do feel like my diet is much better regulated when I'm at work because the downtime only allots for certain types of food for you to shove in your mouth and keep moving, you know? I do miss working in Center City. Now I've been in Cherry Hill, but I do miss working in Center City because of all the food options that I had on DoorDash. You still have options in Cherry Hill, but it's like kind of like far and wide and it's hit or miss. Chinese food in Philly has never disappointed whatsoever. I'm always satisfied. I'm always happy. They're always quick, and it is worth every single penny. Typically, when I worked night shift before I became pregnant, I didn't order food for dinner because it would be too heavy and it would make me fall asleep at work. But because my insomnia was so damn bad at this point, I could have ate Thanksgiving dinner and been wide awake all night long still. Now when I'm putting actual thought into it, I think I put on a crap load of weight too from eating overnight, because your resting hours are your healing hours. And my metabolism was coming to a slow stop, and I was eating at nighttime and I wasn't sleeping. It was digesting, but you're not supposed to be eating in the middle of the night, so. But that's neither here nor there. We're already the weight that we are, and there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it now at this point. And if I could, I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't have changed anything dietary-wise for this pregnancy. I got what I wanted. I ate when I wanted. I ate how much I wanted, and I enjoyed every single meal. I'm not sorry about it at all. I'm sorry about the clothes that I probably won't be able to get back into until March. But aside from that, I really let myself have whatever I wanted to have during my pregnancy. I did. Well, who the fuck else is going to give it to me? No one else is going to buy this for me. No one else is going to be spoiling me. So I did it myself. And I'm not sorry about it. I deserved it. Carrying a little human being, creating life, growing something from scratch, taxing job. For all of that, you might as well at least enjoy what you put in your mouth. You might as well at least satisfy all your cravings. I also felt compelled to mention that just because I have gluttonously inhaled all types of fast food and anything I can get my hands on during my pregnancy, please do not anyone feel as though I am promoting gluttony. My body needs and my body type and my metabolism are totally different from anyone else's. It's kind of weird that I have to put a disclaimer up, but I feel like I have to because I don't want someone to sit here and actually blame me for their poor diet choices. I just got lucky. I'm just somebody that managed to get lucky. I have a very, very fast metabolism. I'm also pregnant right now, so I'm going to eat a lot of things, and I am definitely emotionally eating, and I can actually do that. I have been blessed with the type of metabolism where I can gluttonously eat all of this during my pregnancy, and I'll be in a size 0 by January. Like, I don't make the rules, but I just want you guys to know I am not promoting gluttony. You need to eat what's appropriate for your body and what your body can tolerate, along with, staying hydrated and exercising and taking your vitamins and all that jazz. Don't follow me. Don't do what I do. Do nothing that I do. Don't do anything that I do. That list goes on and on, but when it comes to diet, definitely don't do what I do. That's it. So until next time, mwah.
Nobody trashes your name better than someone who's afraid you'll tell people the truth.
He gonna flip. Right, this shit gonna push him over the top.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He might be right. This shit gonna push him over the top.
Yeah.
Sound like a personal issue.
Oh, that's me.
Not our problem.
I mean, hey, if you want to hurt yourself because you
I
can't
just
handle
worry
this,
about him coming around here. That's all I care about. I don't trust him.
everybody who has done me wrong has gotten their karma. If not immediately, in upcoming weeks to months. Everybody gets their karma. I'm not even on the delivery team. I have nothing to do with that shit. Wrong is wrong, right is right. Again, I say, if you start looking around after you realize your life is legitimately going down the shitter and you can't figure out why, look at the fucking company you keep. Look around at your doings. Look at your fucking behavior. Look at your goddamn gallivantics. We really got grown-ass people out here who will sit up here and cry and say, like, why am I going through all of this shit? Why is this all happening? Meanwhile, it's your fucking karma. It's the consequences of your damn stupid-ass actions. Like, why are you so damn surprised? Did you really think there were no consequences for being a fucking liar? Did you really think there was no consequences for trying to ruin people's life? If you had told me that this year was going to go the way that it went, I would have never believed you. Is it anything like what you expected? Like even close?
Like realistically, he predicted about that he was lying about certain things.
Like you meet somebody, the terms are love, and they ruin your entire life. Or they try to, in a matter of months. We were just strangers. A little over a year ago, we were strangers. And now look at us. People are scary.